why don't we all just start singing a song from Space Dandy?
Okay.
Okay, I'll go first.
Baby,
First I was afraid, I was petrified, was thinking I would only have to be by my side. But then I fought so many nights, and how I treated you wrong, and I grew strong.
have to be
And I wanna carry on, and now I'm back from outer space.
You don't have to
I'm on a bottom, beating, booting, bottom, base. I don't think we watched the same anime.
I think we did. I really think we did.
It's not Space Dandy.
That's the cold open. That's it.
No, it is. It can't.
You can't. That was too forced, I think. The FAP Podcast. They're dandy guys in space. They comb the internet like their neckbeards, on the hunt for anime. Week after week, we search, discovering bizarre anime, both top tier and not. These are the subpar adventure logs of the Funky Anime Podcast in space. We want to die. Hi guys. Welcome back.
Can I just say my face is too much of a baby face that I can't grow any facial hair.
Me
so
too.
I can't comb a neck beard.
Oh man, and I shaved like last week, so there's no hair. Welcome to Breaking the Immersion, the podcast, where we break the immersion for all of you guys right off the bat. My name, well, you know my name. My name is Pinhead.
Hey, Pinhead.
Hi.
Who you calling Pinhead?
To my left, sleeping on the sofa, and eating some. I don't know what you're eating. You're eating some weird fish kind of thing. Is our boy Bonehead?
Hello.
All right.
You're asleep. You don't say hello.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you.
And to our left, a couple rooms away, singing his heart's content out, is the one and only Big Kahuna of
I hear him
Kahuna,
breathing in to like prepare.
Blockhead.
I love to sing. I don't sing about much in particular, but I'm gonna sing anyway. I hope no one can hear me, because it's embarrassing. I am now done.
We've been graciously able to use this. I don't know what's going on.
I giggled like a child.
Well, welcome back. Probably not the strongest intro, but hey, that's what you get when you sign on for Pino's narrations. Welcome back to the show, the weekly anime podcast where we just
Bi-weekly.
Tri-weekly.
It's bi-weekly.
I thought it was tri-weekly after
No!
Trigun. I love Trigun. Anyways, welcome to the show that I have no idea what the schedules are. This week, I asked Chuck and Garb to watch.
You didn't ask. You
okay,
forced.
I forced while I watched you cry. I forced these boys to watch the one, the only anime, Cowboy Bebop. Now, Cowboy Bebop is about three guys in space and a child. Hold up. What was that? We didn't watch? Oh. My mistake. This week we watched Space Dandy.
He's on top of it today.
No, I'm not. We watched Space Dandy. This anime was released in 2014, and to many people's surprise, it was released in English first.
Take that, dubbers.
Oh wait, no, I mean subbers.
Take that, Japan.
Take that, Japan. And it aired on everybody's favorite channel, Cartoon Network, on the action anime block known as Toonami. Now, this is a pretty good show. I like it.
It's okay.
And which is why I added it to my list. But I kind of want to know, what do you guys think about? Like, what did you guys think when I put that on the list?
I'd give it my completionist rating of finish it.
What?
That's copyright, my friend.
No. He asked what you...
Jordo's gonna sue us.
I also didn't ask you to rate it.
God, that's like the end of this. You now.
That was the
You
joke.
you shot your load too early, my man.
That was the joke.
It was such a bad joke.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm not sorry. I lied to you.
No, I know you weren't. I actually tried to watch Space Dandy, I think a year or so ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I just had too much on my plate at the time that I just couldn't watch it, like, fully. I only watched, like, 1 or 2 episodes. And I'm like, it's always been on my list. I was like, you know what? I'll watch this later. But for right now, it's just going to go on the back of the list with a trillion other ones.
Understandable.
And here we are today.
I saw a couple episodes as it was airing when I was just at my friend's house, and like,
really,
they had it on. Yeah, and I enjoyed it. I like caught a couple while they were on, but I didn't go out of my way to seek it.
I see.
Which is why, like, whenever we watched the second season, I was like, oh, what is this show? Because I had never gotten that far.
Interesting. I actually didn't know that from either of you, actually. I think I knew a little bit from Chuck. But I didn't know you already had a history with Space Dandy, Garb.
A teeny bit.
Teeny bit, not bad. As for myself, for some reason, I think it was 2013, where it was probably December, and I remember seeing a commercial for this exact anime that was coming out the following year in January 2014, and for some reason, I don't know why, I was really excited for this anime, like, and that was around the time where I actually didn't watch many anime other than just One Piece. And I was like, yo, this show looks pretty cool. There's a guy with cool hair, cool sideburns. He's as scrawny like me.
Hey, Pino.
There's a cat. I like cats. Huh?
Hey, Pino. Tell the sideburn story.
Okay. Well, no, that's after the series ends.
Tell the sideburn story.
Hold on, my friend.
That was the most evil laugh I've produced yet.
Yes, it was. And it was like so crazy that like I was like, okay, cool, we're gonna watch like an American first released anime here. I'm like, I might as well. This is a pretty momentous occasion for us English dubber lovers.
Yeah, it was like simul-dubbed, basically.
Yeah, simul-dubbed. Well, it was aired an hour earlier than Japan, so take that. Pow pow. But anyways, yeah, I remember watching the first episode and completely not understanding what the hell was going on. As you both know, that the first episode, they all just like die, essentially.
Yeah, anything can happen in Space Dandy.
And I was just so entranced by whatever the heck this show was. Like, the intro was great, like everything, I loved it. And then, first season ended around February-ish, maybe March-ish, because it was like 13 episodes. I was like, oh man, well that was a nice ride. And they're like, oh wait, season 2. And then I was like, yeah! And around that time, I decided it was a good idea to grow out some sideburns. Just like our good old pal, Space Dandy. And so, I got, sure.
We're missing out on the sideburn story!
So, I grew out my sideburns to a sizable length, and to a sizable width as well. And so, I thought it was pretty cool myself. I was like, hey, I'm a dandy guy.
On Earth.
Residing in a space. But, obviously, probably 3 months after that, I regretted my entire decision. And now these boys just love that story for some reason.
Oh, I sure do.
More like Garb does. I like it's a funny one, but after one,
I
you're
also
like,
bought a jacket that looked just like Space Dandy's.
That brings me
the
much
part.
joy. Yeah.
Because I don't know, like this was one of the strangest anime I've ever seen in the world. And it just affected me so much. I was like, "Yo, this is awesome. I want to live the dandy way." And then I forgot about the dandy way until now. But
no.
it's fascinating to me. Like
dude,
I
he
was
lost his way.
impressed.
Pino, don't lose your way.
Oh, don't
To
worry,
fight.
I will. But I do want to
Pino, what are you
just drop a
doing?
few bits and pieces of information about the anime before we get straight into the review and everything we usually do. So, Space Dandy was produced by none other than our boys, Studio Bones.
I love them.
Studio Bones, as we recall, has done stuff.
I have it open if you need me to.
Sure. You can read it off for me, please.
Yeah, they did like My Hero Academia. They did Ouran Host Club.
Oh no.
They did Mob Psycho 100. They did Bakugo Stray or Bungo Stray Dogs. They've done a bunch of like cool shit, and then obviously they did Cowboy Bebop.
Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah,
Soul
they
Eater.
did fucking everything under the sun, and they're really good at it. And then they did Space Daddy.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for that nice read list, my friend.
Yes.
And so, a series produced by Studio Bones had to be nothing but, breathtakingly beautiful to look at, I would assume, right?
Oh, absolutely.
The series was directed by Shingo Natsumi with the one and only, and I'm going to probably butcher the name, it's Shinichiro Watanabe, which many people...
Shinichiro.
Yes,
There's
it
an I
was...
there.
Oh, Chichichiro Chomo. And he's known for successful anime, just like was previously mentioned, Cowboy Bebop and Samurai Champloo. So we've got like a badass studio company and a badass director working on this badass anime right there.
Yes.
And when I heard that name, at the time I was like, oh, this guy doesn't seem good. And I'm like, oh, he's anything but. He's godlike. But yeah, that's a little bit of the history of Space Dandy. Space Dandy only ran for about 26 episodes, I believe. Yes,
that sounds right.
It says here. So it's a shorty boy, split up in 2 seasons. Season 1 having 13 episodes, and season 2 having
13
where's my
They both
episodes.
had 13 episodes.
If you
math.
Pino, if you do 26
Okay.
and subtract that by 13, what do you get?
Alternatively, you can do 26 divided by 2.
Anyways, it was the manga came out shortly after the series ended, I believe.
So it's backwards from how it usually goes. Usually it's manga first, then anime.
Not always, actually.
yeah, not
No, not
Because-
always, for sure, but...
No, because like if a show's like super popular, they're like, damn, let's put this on internet, and they did.
The thing, it's weird anytime I research the manga, because I remember, at least my memory when I was watching Space Dandy back in the day, it was that they were going to release it like around the same time, and so it was like it was like weird in the sense, and then it was finally available for purchase, at least I think for the people in the States, like after the series ended. So that's why I always assumed that the manga came later. But upon more research, I see dates like early or late December 2013 and whatnot.
Yeah,
So it was around the
but-
same time?
it was
the same time,
around
yeah.
season 2. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, it is a CNN anime, which is cool, I guess. And it was published by Square Enix, which actually surprised me as well. Square Enix isn't the only like people or anime like this. This isn't
Wait,
the only
what?
thing published by Square Enix.
Wait, what?
Square Enix
Square yeah.
published
Square
the
Enix.
manga.
Yeah, I mean they published. I believe they published Akame ga Kill as well.
That's not what oh no, that's the magazine. Never mind.
Yeah,
I'm blind.
Don't worry. Yeah, we're still talking about the
Yeah,
manga.
apparently
Don't worry.
Square Enix publishes a lot of manga. I did not know that.
More
Yes.
like Bear Enix.
Popularity of the anime was actually pretty good, well received, and they actually came out with a kind of Galaga clone game. Only Japan only though, so
Yeah,
we
what a
missed
surprise.
out.
Aw.
Yeah, it's all right. I mean, Galaga, you could play it anywhere, I guess. Anyways, so that's about it. I don't know if you guys note, and people who have seen the anime and those who haven't, there's actually several producers in the TV series, and it's kind of obvious. Sorry, I brain farted.
His brain stopped.
It's
it flatlined.
obvious through the different directors
Yeah.
on how animation was handled. And
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you for filling in the
Action.
blanks.
I got you. Don't
how
worry
some
about it.
anime or how some episodes look like straight up gorgeous in their own right. Like episode I will talk about that later. Don't worry. But anyways, let's just go through the quick plot. I'm gonna go through the overall plot of the
Oh
anime.
boy, is it a
right now.
doozy. And are we gonna spoil it?
Yeah, guys.
Oh yeah.
Spoiler,
So spoiler alert.
spoiler warning. But actually, we haven't done any real spoilers.
Yeah,
I'm
not
proud of
yet.
us.
Yeah.
But here soon.
Don't worry.
Meow.
Gonna get crazy.
First, I'm going to just give you a big, sum of what the anime is about, and then later I'll actually go in depth a little bit on some of the episodes. So, basically, this is an anime just about the life of the crew of the Aloha Oe, a captain who is Space Dandy, the dandiest guy in space, with
yeah.
his trusty vacuum cleaner assistant, QT, and their freeloading cat, Meow.
You mean
It's
Marvel?
actually meow, 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 meow.
It's actually not a cat either. It's a Beetlejuicean.
Whatever, he's a fucking cat.
Meow, meow, meow.
Really, he's more of a ferret.
And yeah, I would agree with that statement. But it's about their spectacular space adventures, while at the same time being hunted down by Dr. Gel, a gorilla ape from the Gogol Empire, which is an empire that is trying to achieve world domination.
And what's their
are
job?
in
What's Space Dandy's job?
Space Dandy is an alien hunter.
Yeah,
No, that's
baby.
incorrect. He goes to boobies.
Oh, you're right. How could I be so
That's-
blind?
that's
He's
it.
a booby
That's his job.
connoisseur. Oh no.
He really is a booby connoisseur.
And then he becomes about the booty.
Yeah,
That's actually how the show begins, is him talking about
yeah,
the booty.
yeah. It's for all those uninitiated, boobies is a restaurant in space.
You heard that right.
Restaurant.
It's
chain of
it's
restaurants.
basically Hooters
It's
in
Hooters.
space.
It's Hooters.
Mm-hmm.
It even
you
has a
have
spaceship satellite that is shaped like a pair
It looks
of
like
boobies.
boobies
and you have the bustiest waitresses any man could ever wish for.
with any alien that can have breasts.
Exactly,
forgot
like the
about
muscular ones. But that's basically the overall plot. Each episode's got their little own story to it, but in the end, you might be surprised on how interconnected these things are.
Yeah, half
You'll
the
be
time the whole
pleasantly
crew
surprised.
dies.
Thank you.
Oh yeah.
Yes, they do. So let's get straight into it. Let's talk about the openings and endings of the anime. But
Hell
first,
yeah,
yes!
boy.
a quick clarification. So those of you who saw it in
Oh,
the
yeah,
English
yeah.
dub in the original run, you did not get the actual opening and endings until probably later in the series. What you guys got for the U.S. openings was a song called "Cosmic Adventure" by Mountain Mocha Kilimanjaro. Let's talk about that one first. That was like that one. What did you guys think of that one?
It's the what do you call? What is it called? It's I don't know what it plays, but like it always played, not as like the ending, but it played something. I don't know. Was it the that was the squeak, that was the looker, right? The eye catchers between
Eye catchers. This is
what do you
so-
call it? No, the fucking
The like
clips
commercial
between
break thing.
commercials. Yeah, whatever those are called.
I guess they also did that for the commercial breaks as well, but
Yeah, they used that song.
Okay. But if you watched it on Toonami, they didn't have the eye catcher, sadly. So that's why I didn't mention it.
That's stupid.
Yeah, I know. And English television, time constraints are different than Japanese. They have time for all that for some reason. So the first, the opening was called Cosmic Adventures. Pretty jazzy. I digged it very much.
It's tight.
We didn't talk about the other song.
You mean the one with the narrator?
No.
That's a good one too.
That's a good one. That one's called Star Future.
you were just talking about the ending song on Toonami, and then you.
The end. I was talking about the opening song first. Cosmic Adventure is the opening song. The ending song is called
You're
World
gonna make
Pack
him
by
cry.
the same people. I don't care.
Okay.
It's my
Go ahead.
But anyways,
My bad.
If it's any consolation, both were written by the same person, Mountain Mocha Kilimanjaro.
No, it was done by the Space Dandy Band. That's what it says
Shut
in
up.
the opening and ending credits.
This is what it says in my album.
Yeah, but that's what it says in the opening and ending
By the way,
credits.
Pino's a nerd, and he's looking on his music list right now.
I actually have a Word document open. I typed it all down.
Wow.
Thank you.
Smarty boy.
Let's just
Educated.
talk about the openings and endings of the U.S. version before I pull out my hair. You guys go first.
Oh God. That's such a good song.
It's a great song. It's catchy.
It's so catchy, and it's like one of those songs that you like subconsciously like hum along to. Like every episode, you're just like.
Stop that
humming.
Well, okay, so from a musical standpoint, they're really interesting because it uses a lot of like fucking weird seventh notes that like usually you would use in more moderation, but it's very
That's
weird
true.
musically. But that's why it's so like good and why it has that kind of weird feel to it because it doesn't sound quite normal or natural. Like the vocals,
Oh,
they're
guys,
very weird. It's
guys,
cool.
fun fact.
Yeah, what's up?
The director. Watanabe actually insisted that all the musical artists only used pre-1984 musical styles, so that's why all the music's all groovy and funky, and it's fucking great.
Fantastic. That's probably one of the major draws of the anime. It's just the music.
Yeah, there's
The
one
music
song
is-
in the second season that's just straight up like Dark Side of the Moon, Pink Floyd.
Yeah, there's a message in the bottle that they
Yeah.
did, and then
Footloose.
they do Footloose, and then fucking Surfing on the Clouds isn't even a song that's a reference to anything, but it's so good, and I've listened to that song possibly up to 50 times within the last like 3 days.
Wonderful. This is
Fucking,
fantastic.
it's so fucking good. Isn't it called like Star Pipeline or something?
It's called Stardust Pipeline, I believe. I don't have it up with me. But
I'll open up my music because I know
I have it on the. I think it's on the Discord chat actually. But while he looks that up, I guess we could talk about the ending as well.
Stardust Pipeline.
The ending fits well, I believe. If you guys saw the US version of the ending, which is World Pack, which is like that. That was pretty good. Like it's a nice little smooth one to like digest. And I was like, okay, pretty good. You guys at Funimation, you did a good job with the intros for the American audience. Clap, 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 clap. Everybody claps.
Please clap.
Please sponsor us.
Funimation, can you sponsor us?
Yeah, I promise we will make Garb say he loves dubs.
I liked this dub. It was great.
Funimation does pretty good dubs.
Well, sometimes they're either great or terrible.
Well, they're probably the most consistent dubbers.
Yeah,
And the
they're the most
well-known
well
ones,
known. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout outs to those boys and girls.
Yeah.
But again,
Okay.
the actual opening for the anime is actually called Star Future by Takahashi. And the title...
boys.
Oh, God, that song. Well,
It is.
Wait, hold up. Mm-hmm. I messed up. Star Future is the one for the intro.
What?
Star Future, that song is for the intro where the narrator's like, Space Dandy.
Space
He's
Dandy.
a
He's
dandy
a
guy.
dandy guy in space.
God,
he combs
that's a
the
great
universe
song.
like his pompadour,
On the
searching
hunt.
for unknown aliens. Some. I can't do it, but that narration is so good. We'll talk about that right now since you brought it up. They do a little opening narration, kind of like what Pino did for the opening bit.
Hey, that's me.
It's so good. Like once again, it's very like 80s, kind of like spacey theme.
Sci-fi.
And it's so good.
It really gets you in the mood to like watch the episode. You're like, all right.
Yeah, it totally does.
What wacky thing are they going to do this time?
He's a dandy guy.
Not every show will I listen to the OP the full way through, like every single episode.
And this isn't even the OP. That's the predecessor to the OP, which says even more about it.
Yeah.
The actual OP is called Viva Namida by, let's see, Yasuku Yuki Aku.
It's
Okamura. By a
Okamura.
Japanese guy.
It's Okamura. That's like the easiest Japanese name to say.
I can't read.
Okay, also,
Me too.
this opening is fucking phenomenal. Like, holy shit, is this opening great. It's so catchy. I can imagine Dandy, even if I'm like just not like watching it. I can imagine every fucking stupid pose that he does in the song. Of him walking with his slump, and he's like,
I can almost see Honey appearing in the background, and then
everyone's like,
yeah, God,
It's like,
so colorful.
oh yeah,
so colorful.
We haven't talked about that. How good it looks for the opening. Like, so many different colors. It's beautiful. This is like quintessential Studio Bones, where they go like against color grading, kind of like JoJo. I know we would have to get out of that way eventually, but this is more like like any color goes, not like a palette swap or like a consistent way to change the color scheme. It is very much whatever the fuck they feel like at that moment.
And it's tight.
And it works. It's so beautiful.
It's in your face. It's oof.
And I feel like
Fantastic.
each episode has like a theme that is reflected in its color choices.
Definitely. But yeah, that intro, I could listen to that, and I have listened to that all day, every day, in the car, in the bathroom, while I'm pooping. Not really. But so good.
You can admit it, kind of. Like, that's fine.
Fuck it. It's so good. I'm sorry.
And
That's the only thing I can say.
And the true ending song is called, I'm not going to say the Japanese one, it's called Welcome to
you please
Dimension
say it?
X. Okay.
Can you please?
X Jigen E Yokuso. Yokoso?
Who's it by, Pino?
Oh.
Get jaked.
Anyways, by...
It's Etsuko.
God. I know, I was reading the name of the song.
Shimaru.
Etsuko
Yes.
Yakushimaru.
Yes.
Thank you.
Was that hard, Pino?
Yes.
Okay.
God, that's a good ending song, too.
Oh, dude. Like, the English audience watching it on Toonami seriously missed out. Like, I watched the first couple episodes on the Adult Swim website just because they were there.
Oh, yeah, they're streaming it. If you guys want to watch it now, they're streaming
I think
it.
only
It's
6
also
episodes.
being aired.
Only 6 episodes, yeah. But
Yeah.
isn't it airing again soon?
It's re-airing. It's actually it's in the middle of airing again.
Tight.
That's
So,
awesome.
If you guys want to catch it, go ahead.
Yeah,
See
I
if you
might
like
actually
it.
go try and catch
Even though
one.
we already spoiled it.
But hey, that's just us.
Or wait,
No,
we haven't
but,
spoiled
like-
it yet.
Yeah,
No,
not yet.
Well, because, like, them dying in the first episode just is what it is. They
Yeah.
just do it, and they're like, well, guess
But
what?
you don't know how they died. But
And you don't
we'll
know
get to that.
why them dying every episode is important
Important.
to the overall plot.
They don't die every episode.
Dun dun dun!
I die every episode.
Me too.
Dude, like if you
Thanks.
die every time.
Please like.
Please subscribe.
Please. I'm begging
Guys,
you.
please rate us on iTunes. It really helps us get up to the top so more people can discover us.
Hey, it's okay. I'll rate you guys. Wait a second.
Wait,
Who the fuck uses iTunes?
do.
a lot of people.
Fuck 'em.
Oh,
Well, yeah, that's
I
true.
guess
I use Music Bee.
this is my last day on the podcast.
Bye, Pino.
But anyways, that ending song, I love all the chibi art they have of the main cast in the background. I love the singer's voice. I don't know if I told you guys that already, but her voice is just phenomenal. Oof. And the
Absolutely.
colors. Oh, the colors.
Dude, it's soft greens and blues and a little bit of yellows in there.
Too easy game, my friend. Too easy game.
Oh, boys, it's so good. And the singer just has such a soft, soothing voice.
Mm-hmm.
You can't. Oh God,
good.
I just feel so bad that I'm not able to elaborate more.
You can't like
other than
articulate.
I love it.
You guys have to just watch it. You just find it,
Really?
watch it, enjoy it.
I would highly recommend, like, even if you don't want to watch it, listen to some of the music.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for
Like the
real.
openings and endings, phenomenal. And
Songs in
there's
the anime, phenomenal.
Oh my god! But I don't. The thing with that is, it's so much better if you listen to them while like you're watching it. Oh, dude, that's so good.
Nice. All right, so for this special episode, kind of like what I did with the episode of One Piece, I'm gonna list off, instead of doing splitting up each episode and then talking about it. I'm just gonna go straight through all 24 episodes with
26
episodes with a title that a nice summary, a sentence, or a title that I gave that episode. Just
Is this all in your Word doc?
yes, it's all on my Word doc. I'm gonna see how many laughs I get from these two, and I'm gonna see how accurate they are to them as well.
And
all right.
can we also just elaborate a little bit as well? Because
Sure.
there are a couple episodes because
The Gen 2
spoilers,
episode.
guys. Space Dandy had some fucking phenomenal episodes.
It will fucking
You guys
up.
tell me. You guys tell me when you guys want to talk about a specific episode. I'm going to
for
read
it.
off. Episode 1, We Blew Up Because of a Dumb Cat. Episode 2, Metal Space Solid, The Phantom Ramen. Episode 3.
Wait,
Huh?
can I
Sure.
inject here real quick?
Sure.
You're going with the stupid Japanese names because episode 1 is obviously "Live with the Flow, Baby."
Of course, but I'm going with the
Episode 2
Pino.
is "Search for the Phantom Space Ramen, Baby."
Oh, I forgot the baby doll line.
Occasionally, even the deceiver is deceived.
Oh, you got
Baby.
me. But I don't want to spoil their episodes, so I'll
What do you
spoil it in
mean?
my own way.
What? Oh, God. Okay, so keep going. 'cause-
Actually, episode 2, no joke. I always feel bad for the guy, the guy who makes the Phantom Ramen or the ramen at the end. I always feel bad
Oh
for him.
yeah.
I was like, come on, you should have joined him.
That was a really like somber way to end that episode.
Yeah.
Like that really sets the tone that like
A lot of
even
them
though
end like
Space
that.
Dandy is super goofy, we can also be like pretty emotional and hit a lot
Oh,
of
boy.
real life things.
Does it get emotional?
Very much so. Just a little trivia for episode 2. There's a lot of callbacks to references to things. There's a restaurant that they go to. It's called Men in Black. Obviously, a reference to Men in Black.
Really?
Yeah, there's a ramen shop called the Full Metal Noodleist. You guys
Oh
wanna
yeah,
take
I remember that.
You guys want to take a crack at that? Dr. Gel uses Gogol Galaxy Street View in his attempt to
Yeah.
find Dandy.
I forgot about that. one.
Studio Bones throws their little logos in there for added effect, which is cool. And Meow checks in at a Boobies. And you might miss it, but there's a tweet in there that mentions a planet by the name of Tatooine. Star Wars.
Don't worry, this is the only beginning of Star Wars jokes.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
there's plenty.
Definitely. Episode 3, the not safe for work episode. If you guys remember what that is. Episode 4, The Secret Life of Zombies, which was probably one of the more memorable
yeah.
ones. You guys want to take
yeah.
a little quick break for that?
Yeah, Meow becomes a zombie, and then everyone else becomes a zombie, and
so
then
good.
then Tandy just drinks yogurt
And they're like-
becomes a zombie.
I like the part whenever there's the guy, because Dandy took out his own insurance money in that episode, because he was dead. So he could take the insurance money, and he does. And then there's an assassin who's trying to kill everyone who did that. And there was a joke by the narrator who's like, "It's perfectly legal to kill someone who's already dead." That got me.
It's so good, and then at the end of the episode, even the narrator becomes a zombie.
Yeah,
and
That
it's
was
very
perfect.
The writing is just
good.
the writing is consistently amazing. It always baffles me.
Phenomenal. I
Also,
think
all the robots became zombies.
that's the weird thing. I'll use you because you can't turn into a zombie. Episode 5, Penguins Can Make You Cry Too, Baby. We probably want to talk about that one. This one
boy.
is actually called A Merry Companion is a Wagon in Space, Baby. And this one is about Dandy and the Gentilian, or the Gentilian.
This one broke my
Boys.
fucking heart.
Yeah. I think Garb should talk about this one, because
Yes.
I know you had a
It
lot
was just,
with this.
it was just super emotionally draining, because it's about like this. We'll just say she's a little girl. She's all alone in a little place, and like she's a rare alien because she keeps transporting people's consciousness into little stuffed animals, and she embarrasses alien hunters that try to catch her. And eventually, they're hanging out together. She agrees to go to the registration center, and Dandy leaves her in the apartment and says he's going to Boobies. Spoiler, he didn't go to Boobies. He went to find her grandpa that she had talked about before, and he tracked him down. And, like, she was so upset at him for leaving to go to Boobies, but, you know, he was actually hunting out the grandpa, which she didn't find out until later whenever, like, she got captured at the train station where they were going to meet. And then, you know, Dandy saved her.
Meet the grandpapa.
As a penguin.
Yeah,
Penguins
exactly.
can't fly.
He was a stuffed animal because she was really mad. Because she was really mad at him because she thought that he just abandoned her, and she thought that like he was just gonna leave her at the train station to fuck off. But no, he was actually meeting their grandpa. But she got mad at him, turned him into a doll, and then she got kidnapped. And then the grandpa saves her later, and then she's like, "Oh, Dandy," because she knew it was him that was doing it. And it was
God,
just
I
super
fucking love
emotionally. Ugh.
This is also where the series starts, like, I guess maybe I don't remember any earlier instance, but this is where they do the I forgot the word, but they do this in like Rocky, where it's like they have the montage. There we go. They have like a short montage of what they're doing with like beautiful music that just fits the mood.
Oh my God! Yes.
God, they have the montage of them going to the registration center, right? And then they have the montage of Dandy searching.
The trip, yeah. There's the trip like going from place to place, and then their bond increasing, and then there's the Dandy looking around montage.
Oh man, those are probably the best moments in that episode.
Those are so memorable in like every episode that they're featured in.
Mm-hmm.
Lovely.
God, fantastic. But yeah, this one is probably the best episode in the anime. But let's continue.
No.
Episode 6, the best episode.
This is
that's my title.
I have a lot to talk about in this one.
The true title is The War of the Undies and the Vestians, baby. And
Yeah.
so,
Oh, boy.
Chuck, go on ahead.
So this is one of my favorite episodes.
It's so
And-
goofy.
Yeah, so Dandy and Meow are stuck on this planet with these two aliens. One is a Vestian who only wears a vest, and the other one's an undie, wearing only underwear. And they've been at war for 10,000 years because undies don't like vests, and vests don't like undies.
those of the ones with the vests.
Yeah, so then they fight, and then Dandy and Meow fight a little bit. Then they sign a peace agreement, and then they fight, and it doesn't happen. So the bombs that the two have actually set up to destroy the planet and everyone on it were dropped. Dandy and Meow have to. There's a very big climactic scene where they're being shot up closer into space because of explosions, and QT throws down something that you actually get a reference to at the beginning, where they're joking about Dandy having all this surfer stuff, and yet they've never seen him surf before.
It's because he pulled it out of his butt.
And it's just... And then he grabs the surfboard that QT throws down, and he surfs in space, and holy shit!
Mm-hmm.
I love this scene. The entire... Just everything about it. Dandy surfing gives me so much life.
It's phenomenal.
You're surfing in space. That's the coolest thing.
Not
it's
only
not
that, but like you have a bit of a background.
Oh
to
my god,
appreciate
yeah.
this.
I don't really want to go that deep into it,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I have a very deep connection with Hawaii and Hawaiian culture, like probably more than you think. And all the references towards Hawaii and that kind of surfer lifestyle just hit so close to home. It is such a lovely thing, especially in this, and with him surfing in space, and the song that plays that we actually talked about earlier, which is the Stardust Pipeline. Oh my goodness,
God.
that is my favorite song in the anime, and no one can take it from me.
It's the best. I agree.
It is so beautifully animated, and it's so well done, and all like both atmospheric, but also just like there's so much stuff going on, but yet you feel relaxed.
You feel joy.
You feel. I couldn't fucking stop smiling.
Yeah.
It was.
That's how I feel with most of this
good.
show. Is that just I couldn't stop smiling.
It's either A, I'm smiling, or B, I'm really sad.
Or I'm laughing.
Yeah, I'm.
There's only three emotions with Space Dandy.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
man.
Hey, it's he's fucking so dandy.
That
he's
is
insane.
the best episode.
I'm sorry.
No, don't worry.
And I gotta say, I'm watching the scene back now where he's where he's surfing through space.
You can find it on YouTube.
He looks goddamn sexy.
Oh my god, yes. Like, he's the pinnacle of sex.
Appeal.
Like because like we said before, he was only wearing underwear. And he is just having a good time being a surfer dude with only underpants.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone who's interested in men or women that complain about all the boobs in anime, just take a look at Space Dandy. You've got it all.
Find that clip, find the anime, put it on, go for a wild ride.
If you just type Space Dandy Stardust Pipeline into YouTube, it's the first result.
Yeah, it's so good. Like, I keep saying it, but like, although there are so many like haha boobies and ass life and shit like that in this anime, there's some sexy fucking dudes in here.
Yeah.
And I don't say that lightly.
Just wait till we get to Johnny.
Oh, here's Johnny. But I think I've ranted on long enough about one episode.
Anyone
but
else have something to say about the best episode?
Well, time to get to the best episode.
All right.
You didn't even talk about the part where they traded their vest and their underpants. That was my favorite scene.
And then they shot each other.
Yeah.
And then they die.
They couldn't handle trading their most prized possessions.
Due to galactic law. Oh god, it's such a good. Okay, continue.
Episode 7, I called a race dandy
That's
because
funny.
it's actually apparently it is a parody of the movie Redline. If anyone's ever heard and or seen it,
Nope.
it's an animated anime movie, which is actually like if you see it, if you watch it, or if you see any screenshots of it, there's a big. It's really obvious.
Yeah, I think yeah.
There's a couple parodies in Space Dandy.
I've seen a couple of trailers of it, and it is like it fits so perfectly. Like the main character of Redline has like this stupid haircut.
Yeah.
And it works so good, and then it's just good.
Yeah.
We should watch that for the podcast.
Oh, and the
That's a good
episode,
one.
dude, the part wherever he like he was talking about how he wishes. I don't remember, but it was like a scene in Futurama where like Bender has them erect a giant statue of him, and he's like, "Remember me." There's like a giant golden statue of Dandy, and that just I don't know.
The Buddha Dandy.
That was
And
so
then
good.
He plowed Prince, my friends.
Oh my god. When Dandy plowed Prince from behind. Felt something
Mach
he
6.
never felt before. Oh my god, it's so stupid, this show.
It's so great, so stupid, everything in it. But I don't know if you guys realized, did you notice any Star Wars reference here?
Just a few.
There are like maybe a couple. No,
The-
that's what
the-
I call
the
that's
racer
what I
that
call
looks-
pod racing.
The dominatrix, you know, like the weird like racer that like talked backwards and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously she looked like a Twi'lek, right, from Star Wars. There's bingo. There's one. I'm just gonna cite all the Star Wars ones.
Now
Next
that's
episode,
pod racing.
Now that's a neat trick.
I'll try
We're gonna actually-
spinning.
I'm gonna want to talk a lot about episode 8, but episode 8 I called Attack on the Tiny Titans.
Oh my god.
Which is actually called The Lonely Pooch Planet Baby. Now,
Oh,
this
no.
episode, to go a little specic, is they go to a junk planet and they find a little puppy that has no name. And, you know what? It gets you in the feels. Just tell me what you think, guys.
Oh my god. Precious upside down coconut pie.
Oh, pup.
I love Pup. It, like, You know how whenever you watch a movie and a dog dies, you're more sad about the dog than anything else in this entire movie?
Yeah.
That's just
That
Hachi,
was
man.
this. Oh my god. And fucking... I know I've been talking a lot, and I should probably give the floor to someone else, but fuck you. I love this episode too. Is that...
This is also the best episode.
They give Pup a funeral, and it is... Holy shit, that was a sad scene. Like, with the... Dandy builds a rocket ship for Pup to send up into space. And when they do that, and like Dandy's standing with like just hands in his pocket, like head down, can't see his eyes, and then the other two like holding their hands together in like prayer. What a fucking powerful image that was.
It just hits you when you least expect it. And episode 8 is just another one of those feely feels episodes.
It's like every
Yeah.
3 episodes is an overly emotional episode that I'm never ready for.
Yeah, you're like, oh, ha, ha, we're having funny with vest and underpants, and you're like, oh, fuck.
So I want to point out something that maybe a couple anime veterans might know, but I'll start it off with a question. None of you guys have seen Cowboy Bebop, right?
No, I
I
have not.
have.
Okay. So this is going to kind of be spoilerish for Cowboy Bebop as well. There is an episode that, I won't go into specifics, that has a fridge with a kind of strange, like, food being in it.
Oh my god!
Space Dandy lands on this planet.
That's right! What
Meow
the fuck?
opens a fridge, and
What?
out comes the same, like, alien food thing attacking
That's-
Meow at the
oh.
beginning.
Oh my god, that's right!
Keep that in mind, right, boys?
Holy shit!
Cowboy Bebop.
How did I not see that?
Now, for people who do know, Cowboy Bebop and Space Dandy kind of take place in the same, like, universe. They have the same currency. They have apparently the same, things that, like, connect to each other, such as this fridge, such as Wulongs, such as, like, it's so strange. And
Yeah, they're just in different lines of work.
it's different lines of work, different time periods as well. And, like, that's... I remember back in when I watched the series for the first time when it came out, everyone was trying to find any connection they could to Cowboy Bebop. Like, oh, is this like his like great grandson? Is this like what is going on? What is this episode even? I was like, yes, I've never seen Cowboy Bebop, but I love anime that connect with each other.
Yeah.
But yeah, like when I finally realized it was the same exact fridge, I was just mind blown, just as Chuck was right on live here now. I can't talk today.
Yeah, that's so crazy though. I can't believe I didn't figure that out.
Mm-hmm. Anything else?
Oh, I do have one thing. Well, there's actually two things. First off, Pup was actually the first non-alien encounter in the series aside from humans.
Mm-hmm.
So that's funny. And at the end of the episode, the narrator goes on a little bit of a monologue about Laika, the real-life dog that was shot out into space to test rockets. And on returning back after, I think, doing 3 orbits around the Earth, the spaceship burned up, killing Laika, like the actual dog. But they, which is sad, yes. But they did that like
they kind of alluded to like
Yeah.
Laika surviving and this being her in a sort of sense, right?
And like the narrator had like said that he liked to believe that Pup was actually Laika. And that was Yeah, that was
he
just
choked up.
I know! That was like the worst thing. Like the narrator shouldn't be feeling emotions, but I was like
The narrator's a character on his own, though.
oh
So,
yeah,
I mean,
absolutely. We will talk about him very soon.
Episode 9, The Time Dandy Got High. I actually really like that episode. I'll just talk a little bit about it. This
was
is the
weird.
one where he goes to the plant. He goes to a plant planet, and it's
Planet Planta.
weird. Planet Planta. It's the animation phenomenal. The music.
my God, yes.
I love the music, even though it's basically what Chuck does, like every other time we play games.
No one knows what that is,
no,
though.
it's
You mean
maybe
the
later.
troll?
Maybe later, guys.
But like those like I don't know, the strange episodes are the ones that like are my favorite. I should have called this one best episode. But anyways.
But wait, there's more.
Wait, there's more. Episode 10 is called I Have a Feeling Meow's Dad Loves Boobies.
The Groundhog's Day episode.
Yep.
I love it.
You guys have anything to say?
It's just another fun episode with a lot of memorable moments and just having a good time. And then there's also a lot of character development for Meow, and like that was something that I really enjoyed during this one.
It's fantastic. I love it. All right, episode 11 is called. Well, I don't really remember episode 11. Let's just go on to the next one.
It's called I'm Never Remembering You, Baby. First off, and that's the book one where they don't remember anything.
Oh,
that one, the fucking weird trippy one that you're like, what the hell's happening?
That one was cool.
I kid you not. When I got to episode 11 and it started, I had no recollection of ever watching this episode until the end.
That's the book. That's the book, Pino.
I was
that
like,
episode is your book.
Dude, just give it a couple days, you'll forget that this episode.
There was a great war that no one remembers ever happening.
Oh, God, I love it.
Such a good episode. Episode 12, I dubbed Hello There, Sexy. And that one was the Chameleonian episode. Nobody knows the chameleon alien baby. I kind of want to talk about that one.
Please do.
That was the best episode in the
Is that your final dandy?
That is my final dandy.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
So the plot of this one is that there is an alien that can change its shape into anything, and it usually does this to bug people. And so what it does is it invades. First they actually catch it because they fished it out of the water as a fish.
Yeah,
then it
because
turns into
QT decided that
he's a
he loves
fisherman.
fishing. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's got that fishing fetish right there.
That actually comes back.
Yeah,
a couple
it does.
episodes.
Continuity. But yes, the fish turns into an old man in the ship, and then turns into none other than our boy Space Dandy. And this leaves the crew perplexed. And the only logical way to solve which dandy was the real dandy was to have a Who Wants to Be a Millionaire parody right in the show. Fantastic. Oh
It's
my gosh.
And they got to do
stupid.
trivia of dandy, and it's great.
It's
And is that your
wonderful.
final dandy?
Yeah, geez, yeah, sure, whatever.
That is correct.
Oh yeah, baby.
It's so stupid. And then instead of finding out who the actual chameleonian is, they just say who cares, and then there's two dandies for a little bit.
And then
And they're both
our,
okay
our
with
monkey boy. Our monkey
yeah.
boy shows up chasing Dandy all over the place, and then Chameleonian comes into the ship and then becomes Monkey Boy. Hello there, sexy. God, that episode is so good. All right. Episode 13, which is the last one of season 1, is called Even Vacuum Cleaners Fall in Love, which I called I Hate Coffee Now.
It would eventually lead a robot to drink a cup of coffee.
I fucking love this episode.
It hurt me. It hurt me so bad.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's just robots falling in love.
And then also launching out an invasion on humans.
Yeah, and it was all okay. It reminded me of it actually references Neon Genesis Evangelion when they it says the fight between the giant robots and the supersized QT.
Oh yeah,
Bears resemblance.
I definitely saw stuff for that. And then there was something else that I think I thought of, but I can't remember it right now. There's some reference, but I don't know.
I remember when the time I was watching this, I was on R Space Dandy on Reddit, and when this episode came out, everyone was like, "Wait, QT's a boy?"
Yeah.
What?
I noticed that too. That was the point for me as well, where I was like, "Wait a second, did they just pull that out of their ass, or has it always been that way?"
I assumed he was a dude.
Only men on the Aloha Oe, boys.
Yeah,
Right.
dude.
No
Except for
girls
that one
allowed.
time. And
Except for
other
that
time.
one time. Yeah. Shh. We don't talk about that.
Not yet, that is. And that was the end of season 1. We had the luxury of watching all the episodes in season 2 as well. Episode 14, or season...
No, 14.
Yeah, 14. is called I Can't Be the Only One, Baby, but I called it I Want to Die, the best episode. This one is where Dandy, QT, and Meow pull cosmic strings, which pulls them into other universes. And I think you guys have a lot to say.
PUs.
Parallel universes. What about your QPUs?
movement? De facto speed.
Okay.
Scuttlebug transportation.
Wait, but guys, an A-press can only be an A-press.
Oh, God. You can't say it's only half.
Okay,
Yeah.
TJ Henry Yoshi.
We can't
An
do
A-press
this.
actually
We
has
can't
3
do
parts to it. The pressing of the
can't,
button.
God.
Dandy
makes
actually
Mario
has 3
jump.
parts to it.
We meet dandies, and there's a lot of good dandies, and then there's a very depressed dandy with a screaming meow and an old man.
Isn't
in a
he like your
spacesuit.
background now?
He's
not an old
codger.
It's one of my
want
rotating backgrounds.
die.
It's great.
So
I'm
we
stuck
have
with a
some...
robot that thinks he's a human. A man wearing a spaceship a man holding a helmet that I've never seen him put on. I want to die.
We have a lot of references in this one, since they're different dandies
There's
in
so
different
much
universes.
quotable shit.
We got Michael Jackson dandy, we got Goku dandy, we got Trucker dandy, we got Naruto
Howdy.
dandy, we've got Kamina.
Sasuke!
If you guys recognize, there was a little callback to our boy Kamina from the sad anime.
Gurren
But,
Lagann?
Yeah, we'll talk about that if you want.
Hey,
He's
hey
the
guys,
blue-haired one, the first one they made, I
Guys,
think.
guess what?
Huh. I didn't catch
I've never watched Gurren Lagann.
It's okay.
It's okay.
But he's there. Boy, that sad dandy was the best. wasn't
Sad
he?
Dandy is the best.
He makes me laugh.
The best part of the episode is the end. All future episodes will now be done by this dandy.
That was the best bit I could ever hope for.
Oh
Like this was like one of the few episodes I didn't watch within the comforts of my own room. I was in the middle of the library watching
Oh
this.
no.
I like almost exploded in laughter. I was so bad, but God, I love it so much.
So good. All right, episode 15. There is music in darkness, baby, which I called Smile.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
As soon as you said
Ukulele
smile,
Man.
I knew.
Yeah. Apparently, there's a reference here where to Sephiroth, because it says here, Ukulele Man has his photorealistic texture mansion, will not feel out of place, encourage the cowardly dog, blah 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 blah. Attacking the 2 closest protagonists and carrying them out of the fleet. A surreal one-winged angel model. So there was like mode. So like he had like a weird kind of like apparently mode that he turned into, which was similar to Sephiroth, but I didn't actually catch that. I tried to go back, but I didn't actually see it.
Yeah, I did not catch that. I also don't really give a shit about Final Fantasy VII.
Ooh. Okay.
Dude, it's all about Final Fantasy VI.
It's all about 13. Anyways, episode 16 is called Fishy's Bizarre Adventure. If you remember that one.
Oh, yeah, where they're on the mud planet.
No. This one's the one where they're on Pushy Boyfriend Planet.
Oh, yes, that fishy. Yes.
That was a pretty good one. I should have called that Meow's Hungry.
I remember playing this on in the background, and I was like, what the fuck? And I saw there were subtitles, and I was like, ugh, I have to actually
Wait,
read
guys, I'm sorry. I want to go back to the last episode really quick, the music in the darkness. I just want to say, first off, Dandy fucking surfs again, which
Yes.
was great.
But
And
this
then-
time in fully clothed.
Yeah, but he was the overarching theme is like the river of time, I think they called it, and he surfs, and he like surfs it. But then there's such a nice message at the end where he's like, "You're already smiling, baby," and I was like,
Oh,
"Oh,
but it's because
Dandy."
his face was broken.
No, but he was smiling."
That was a
I
good
fucking-
message.
I love it. Okay.
Yeah, so 16 was Fishy's Bizarre Adventure, or Grilled Fish for short. Episode 17 was High School Musical 4, the best episode.
Oh, yes.
So
God,
this one
there's
is called
so
The Transfer Student is Dandy, baby. Let's go right into this.
As the High School Musical knowledge wizard here.
Hey, I got
Oh,
that
no.
knowledge too. I just never saw the third one.
Dude, I saw every single one. Dude,
Oof.
how do you not love Kenny Ortega?
Oh, Kenny.
Dandy goes to school to find a rare alien that has a sprout on top of their head that blooms when they fall in love. And
But wait, only 5 days till the end of the semester.
Yep, and the school's hierarchy depends on how good you can dance and sing. So Dandy went with all the nerds and the people who can't sing, and then they go to prom, and then they sing.
They sing their dance off. I mean,
dude, it's...
I didn't know what I said there.
You sing... Okay, whatever. And Dandy sings about the booty.
Mm-hmm. And he teaches everyone that prom is for everyone.
Ding. Prom is for everyone.
What I enjoyed about that episode was the workout montage they had.
Oh my god.
Which was basically just Rocky, like a Rocky workout session.
No, but it's like there's like so many different like things in this episode. Like part of the song that they sing at the end sounds a lot like Footloose. Obviously there's High School Musical stuff in here. They say nobody puts Dandy in a corner. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, how did they pull that on me? And I knew it.
The localization team must have been having a blast.
Oh, Funimation fucking ripped this one out of their assholes.
Very much.
It was great.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
So good!
It's really good. I
just can't get over how... Like, that is probably, again, one of the most memorable episodes. Just...
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, gosh. It even has... Oh, God. I can't... I have no words. Mm-hmm. Apparently, on this trivia site, it says all of me is all and / booty is all has chord structures similar to Take On Me by Ah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I can kind of hear that.
Space Dandy.
Space Dandy. Space Dandy. Space Dandy. All me.
What a great episode.
Oh, I fucking love it. Okay,
no, I meant our podcast episode.
Oh, yes, of course. Nothing's like patting yourself on the back before we're even done.
Of course. All right, episode 18 was The Big Fish is Huge.
This is the one I accidentally fucked up on earlier.
Yes.
This is the Mud Planet episode.
I called this Studio Ghibli Fishing in Loincloths.
Yeah.
Because it's basically just a Studio Ghibli movie right there. It's got like the best looking like background, like it's so like artistically
it turns into like
good.
Traditional like Japanese paintings for a little bit, like with the water. That was really neat touch.
I felt it was a good episode. I like the interconnection that Dandy had with cranky old geezer boy, I forget his name. Oh god, and when everyone was like heaving and hoeing, oh god,
yes,
pretty good. All right. Episode 19 is The Gallant Gentleman in Space, which I called Honey's Got a Secret. Also, Pino's here. Which is about the Cloudian, who has his own laugh track, which is about Scarlet trying to not meet men and eat food.
We haven't haven't talked about Scarlet at all. And she's the register for aliens that Dandy goes through. So
whenever he finds a quote unquote rare alien,
she's like, that's a cow.
She also has her more prominent appearance in I feel like the ramen episode. Like ramen is the first time she is pretty interesting.
Ramen is the first time that they actually bring in an alien. She's there, and then they meet her at the ramen shop. She's in the book episode. Hey baby, can you spare some change?
Pino, tell me when we're just about to talk about episode 20.
Sure, I'll let you know. Do we have anything else to say about 19?
That was a good episode that you got Honey development, which I thought was fucking great. She went to a fucking wrestling match, and I was super happy.
Rides a bike. She's actually not a human.
She's half human.
Okay, she's half human, but
and she's also smart.
And you know what? I make an appearance as Pine.
Yeah, Pine.
The best character. Maybe.
Yeah, she only shows up once.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about the best episode, Rock and Roll Dandy, baby.
Real quick.
The best episode, Rock Edition.
I just gotta say, these last 4 episodes are where it gets fucking insane. These are this is one of the best finales I've ever seen. Consistently, honestly, the last 4.
The last 7 episodes, from here on out, fucking phenomenal.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
just
yeah.
telling you.
But
Shit,
if you
that's right,
count
there's 6.
6.
7.
Oh, 20, I guess, right? You're including 20?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
This is a really good episode.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
Tell me about it, boys.
They start a band. They find a new guy named Johnny, and then they're like, let's start a band, baby.
Mm-hmm.
And then they do. And then it turns out like he'd never eaten French fries, and they thought that was suspicious. They thought like he was poor, had no money. Turns out it was the opposite. He was so rich that he had never even eaten anything like that because he was a commander in a space army. And
The Jicro Empire.
yeah, the one that the Gorilla Boys in and all that. And at the last second, they had to quit before their big gig. They only had one song, by the way, of course. And
One-hit wonders usually tend to do that.
they go and he abandons his position as the commander in the military and goes and plays in the band with them for one song. And they accidentally prevented a giant battle.
War.
Yeah. I'm proud of those
because
Those
of
boys.
Dan.
lives were saved. That gave me very much Golden Boy vibes. Like, they just saved the universe. And I'm like, oh, yes. Also, that
He
song,
may even save the world.
It's straight up
fucking
message in
message-
a bottle
yeah.
It's
by the
great.
police.
It's so good, too. Like, it's...
You don't have to have a lonely night.
Space,
lady.
baby.
Come on, closer,
You don't have
can
to
hold
have a
me
lonely
tight.
night.
God, such a good song.
Baby.
Oh, and the stadium blows up and whatnot. But you know,
We don't talk about that.
And
Good touch.
Ian McDonald, Ian Sinclair. I apologize. I got him mixed up because I have 3 wiki tabs open.
I'm gonna beat you up. The voice actor,
Ian Sinclair, good
Yeah.
singer.
great
He's
singer.
a really like he also sang in the high school episode. Very good singer,
Yes.
especially when he's singing about booty.
Yeah, well, he's got the passion for it now.
Yeah,
He does?
Passion in
exactly.
both episodes. All right, boys, time to get
no.
real.
Oh,
Time
no.
to get real. Episode 21. A world
This-
without sadness, baby. Or death isn't a joke, but life is.
Guys, this episode,
This episode fucked me up.
it was so good.
This is the episode
Like,
that I talked about earlier where there was just a straight up like Pink Floyd song.
oh yeah, absolutely. I like through watching most of this anime, I've been doing other things because I've been watching
Yeah.
the dub, which is fucking phenomenal. But this episode, like, there are only a couple episodes that I like had to stop and watch.
This was one of them.
This like it's so bizarre but so introspective, like on death and whatnot, that you don't usually expect. Like, Dandy was very much a
Jolly boy.
untired, and then like it's so weird.
It got really like deep and philosophical to the point where, at least personally, the first time I watched it, I felt very uncomfortable. I was like, what is this show doing? And then like at the end of it, I was just like, it's one of those episodes that just makes you think,
Yeah, the planet, Dandy and the planet, like, the planet saying, I love Dandy, and Dandy's like, you're the prettiest planet I had ever seen. And I'm like, oh boy, it's so fucking good.
The part that got
dog.
me was the quote that like Pino said earlier where he said like death isn't a joke but life is, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh
Ooh, God. Right?
Dude, that's so edgy.
Now, this is,
edge.
I want to point out, this is kind of where, like, I don't know, this was like a wake-up call. Like, Johnny was also a wake-up call, but this was also a wake-up call to, like, the whole series as a whole. And this is where, like, we get spoiler heavy. The planet sort of mentions, like, you're, like, I could send you to another place where you're not dead, right?
yeah, another
And, like,
parallel universe, a
Parallel universe. And so this is where a
built up
question
speed
starts
for 12
arising.
hours.
You're like, well, does that mean that when he died
Everyone
the other
can?
time, that was a different universe and whatnot? And so those questions start like arising
Foreshadowing.
in these episodes, and I'm just like, oh no, they're gonna get me somehow. I don't know how, but God, the music in this one, so good.
Yeah.
The Pink
one they
Floyd-esque track, yeah.
The one they play at the end is called White
Yeah.
House. That one was good.
Oh my god, that's such a good song.
God.
And like these last couple episodes, they start using the music like that is associated with like the feeling. Like the Rock and Roll Dandy Baby episode used the song that we were like talking about, the Message in the Bottle ripoff. And like they start doing that for a large majority of the rest of these episodes, and it fits the mood so well.
It's so good.
All right, let's before we get too introspective, let's go to episode 22. We are all fools, so let's dance, baby, which is the best episode.
They're all the best episode.
Best episode, man. Just dance for your life. This is where I want to talk about this a little bit. This is where they go to a planet that advertises that, there's going to be a Dancinian, which is an alien that loves to dance, coming here after 100 years or 300 years or something like that. And there's nobody on the planet. And, Dandy reads some smut. There's a sleeping grandma, And then they make this, they try to actually get the real one. And then the real one shows up, but then we find out it's not the real one. It's just Ton Travolta. And yes, I said that correctly. His name is Ton Travolta. And good God, that episode's so good too. It's the music in this one that just gets me.
I think the Danzigians are in reference to the band Danzig.
Yes.
I would hope so. I don't see anything here, but God, that episode's so good. And then the universe explodes, and then
and then that's another universe gone.
Yep, but they still dance, baby.
You know it. It's a good one.
Mm-hmm. All right, episode 23 is the best episode. The one true shit. Here it is. Lovers are trendy, baby.
This one fucked me up.
I am gonna talk a fuck ton about this episode.
Let
me tell you, up, man.
First off, Dolph Lundgren's in this episode, and it is the fucking best thing I've ever seen in my goddamn life.
I've held off on asking, but why is that character
Rocky
significant
IV?
to you? Okay, I did
Rocky
not.
IV. He is a big Russian man. He does a lot of action movies in the similar category of Jean-Claude Van Damme and Sylvester Stallone. He was also in Expendables 1, 2, and 3, I believe.
Aha!
It's fantastic.
It is quite literally him. You can't tell me that this man is not. It's just literally Dolph.
Yeah.
Point for point, he's older Dolph, current Dolph right now in this timeline.
So you go ahead.
And it's just great. Now I just want to talk about the normal episode, unless Pino, you have something to add.
So just to cue the just so that we can fill in the audience. This episode is the episode where Scarlett hires Dandy to be her fake boyfriend, so that Dolph Lundgren can get off her back after their breakup. And so they go to Planet Trendy, the hippest joint in the galaxy, dog, to bring your fly honeys and whatnot. But this is probably the best episode. Chuck, go ahead.
One, oh my God, I was smiling through 90% of this episode.
Mm-hmm.
This was such a good one, because this is very much, it had the Space Dandy vibes to it. You had a lot of goofs and gaffs with Dandy. They're having a good time. Dandy steals some binoculars, steals a fucking sled. It's hilarious.
Dandy actually getting aliens.
Yeah, he gets a lot of aliens, and then Scarlett and Dandy's relationship grows.
Hey,
and it is.
I don't think it was ever flat out said, but was Dolph planting those rare aliens?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. No.
I think
just
he was.
Happened to be there.
I think he was planting them.
I don't think so. But
that's just a theory.
And then they realize, the two lovebirds realize they have a lot in common, and then they start talking, and they have a good time.
They watch a lot of Chuck.
Yeah,
they watch me.
Aloha Oe, watch a movie together.
It's awesome, and then because Dolph was caught, Scarlett just didn't need him anymore, even though they were both sad about it, and then they went.
Even though they did need each other. They did.
And then Dandy went and ran to the place where they were going to have their final dinner, and then they missed each other.
Dang buses, man.
And oh my God, the ending fucking destroyed me.
It's harder to watch the second time too.
Oh my God, yeah. And you watch just pictures of the trip, you can see the attitudes and the expressions of all these pictures that they've taken. change into something like an actual relationship, and then your heart gets fucking stabbed because even though Dandy went to go to see Scarlet, they couldn't find him, and that was just so damn sad.
I mean, hey, who's gonna fall for a champ like Dandy? Am I right?
Oh my god. I love the character dynamic between Scarlet and Dandy. Like, more than I think anyone else in this anime, really.
This is probably, again, the best episode of the series.
Yeah.
They're all the best episode.
If you haven't caught that, yeah, they're all the best episodes. God, I really wish they were a thing. They were just they're good together.
Yeah, they teased it so hard.
Yeah, I know. They fucking were
and the
so
kiss.
close.
Oh god.
Oh, the kiss.
Dude, the kiss with the pink explosion behind him.
My favorite
Holy
reaction
crap.
was Garb's when he's like, "Oh no, the contract's gonna be off." I'm like, "What contract?" I nearly forgot about the contract.
Yeah, I thought that they were gonna that she was gonna
be
call
null
off the
and
contract because he did kiss her, which was unprovoked. So
Nah, she was blushed. She the one. She liked it. She blushed.
Yeah.
blush.
God,
Alright.
I love that episode. Sorry for taking another entire episode to rant about.
Don't worry, we're going to the next episode now. Episode 24, An Other Dimensional Tail Baby, otherwise known as Box Fetish and Galaga. So, oh god, this was pretty good too. I think, I like this. One. You see a lot at Honey has a short little appearance in the crew, which is nice. I liked it. We find out more about Dandy and why he's so important to the story. If he's discovered what was it, warping, yeah. And you get a lot of subliminal story elements in this one. So it's not one to shove off, but this is pretty cool. Plus he likes box girls, so all right, episode 25 is Dandy's Day in Court, baby. Or what did I call it? I called Who Would Win, a Pionium covered ball of hate or one sleepy boy?
This is probably, would you say, the most out there Dandy episode? It is such a weird thing because you're basically just watching a Judge Judy episode.
Yeah.
And it's Space Dandy. Mm-hmm. And it's so weird, but it's so good.
Because it breaks the format so hard. It does its whole thing on its own.
They all had southern accents too.
Yeah, no, it was fucking Foghorn Leghorn.
I say.
I say, this baseball
is filled with Pionium hate.
God, that's such a weird episode, but it's so good too.
The fact that Danny was asleep the whole time, just again.
That's the Dandy way, baby.
That's the Dandy way. God damn. But then again, yeah, this episode again, if you're not paying attention, you miss important things about Pionium. And I kind of when I watch episode 25, I call it 26 part 1 because it really just does tie into the last episode, which is the never-ending Dandy baby, or what I called it, Interstellar Lagan.
That's so true. It's so stupid.
So this episode we're obviously going to talk about takes place directly after the end of episode 25. After the court trial, Dandy gets captured by the Gogol Empire finally, and it is discovered that he has unlimited amount of Pionium in him, which is used to power up their super weapon. And we get a lot of just beautiful moments in this one. We get Monkey Boy getting shot. We get Assistant Boy being a jerk and a spy, a double agent, a triple agent, I think.
Yeah.
And Admiral Perry is actually just a businessman.
He literally just became the what's his name, Darkwood from Interstellar.
Mm-hmm.
It's so stupid, but it's so good. It makes
dude. Fucking Johnny comes back, and that.
Oh my god, Johnny comes to fight, and then and Scarlet and Honey come to fight, and everyone comes to fight,
and everything blows up.
Oh my god, and then Dandy becomes God.
Dandy
but then he doesn't.
His life.
But then he just says, "Honey, I need me some boobies.
I need me some boobies. I can't do that if I'm God.
We're talking about the restaurant, but then he also grabs the air like he's fondling some breasts.
Oh, right.
So yeah, that's it.
This episode kind of like messes with you because when you find out who God really is, it puts everything in kind of like a weird perspective kind of thing. The narrator is actually God in this entire series.
Or so
if you guys didn't know.
you can call him.
Or you can call him that. And when I first saw this, I was like, it's just mind blowing. I'm like, what series is this? I wanted a happy time in space adventure in space. No, I got introspection part 2, baby. Wow. And the fact that he was just like, no, just everyone can die. I was like, no, don't do that, Dandy. At least be God. But, Dandy way is the Dandy way. And then it takes you back to episode 1 at the end of the episode.
Oh my god. Can I talk about this for a second?
Yep.
They fucking JoJo Part 6'd me again. And none of the people here gets it. But I know that it hits me with that, let's just go back to the beginning now. And I'm like, fuck! And that's like, yes, I get to see more Dandy. But I fucking just want to have a storyline that doesn't go back to the beginning with some bullshit that they have. And I'm like, oh my god.
I mean, at least this ties everything together.
Yeah, it does, but still, it's so much, like, it's very Dandy. I will not say that it is not a Dandy. It is 500% the way that Space Dandy would end. There's no other way for this fucking stupid show to end. And they did it. But I am just I'm just frustrated that I got JoJo Part 6 again.
Oof, I wanted to know you guys' reactions. I'm glad this happened. What did you think, Garb?
I was confused, but it also made perfect sense, so I wasn't mad. I was like,
you were also fucking drunk.
I was wasted when I saw this episode. I was not ready for the mind-blowing that was to take place.
Mm-hmm. And so I kind of want to go in depth about like that specific scene. So like you see Dandy take a pause, and from what at least I understood is that the Dandy that denied being God became the Dandy that was just speaking, which I hope he has all his memories of his past, because it explains in that same episode that he's the only one that can freely move through any dimension at his will.
Yeah.
And so like
quadruple PU movement.
Exactly. So like it makes me think, I know the answer, but it makes me think, what would Dandy do differently now that he's like at the same place he was at the beginning? Would he do anything different? Would he do good? Would he be a hero? And then I remembered one thing he said at the beginning: just go with the flow. It's the Dandy way. Go with the flow.
No, and like it has to be the Dandy with the memories, because he like looks over to QT and is like, yo, QT, is that the real you? Mm-hmm. And QT is like, what? And then and then that's it. And then the fucking show ends, and I'm like, holy shit.
Wait, it says maybe.
Yeah, they've been teasing it, but Studio Bones right now has too much of a fucking gold mine with My Hero Academia.
Yeah.
That we're not gonna get Dandy for a couple
Honestly,
years.
It ended so perfectly. I don't think I want it to come back. I want it to stay in its perfect position.
Guys, I hate to break it to you, but I would love to see a Space Dandy season 3. Like you saw all the shit that they did, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
But
they can do so much more.
Well, yeah, they could. They could make more Kill la Kill too, but it's already a fucking masterpiece on its own.
No, Leg is already done. Like that wrapped up perfectly.
Yo, I love
don't need to. There's nothing to add to Kill la Kill. I hate to break it to you, but there's so much. Good. There's so much space in Dandy.
Ryuko goes to college.
Oh my god. Well, this doesn't bring down my score at all. I'm just kind of frustrated.
Now, back when I finished the series first, there was always a lot of rumors of there being a Space Dandy movie, and there was a lot of interest from some people in Japan, like big guys in Japan, wanting to actually make this come true. And I'm still pretty hopeful that maybe a Space Dandy movie comes out, but again, Bones is busy with, My Hero, which is not at all like it's a good show. Don't get us wrong. Like we're just like really high on the Dandy train right now. So, don't hate us, please. But we want to see more Space Dandy and not My Hero. But yeah,
Really?
be hopeful. Be hopeful. Maybe a movie comes out. Maybe.
I would be cool
Yeah.
with a movie. A movie would be fine.
Yeah. I would also like to
Yeah.
point out there is also another Cowboy Bebop reference in here. There is a bird that starts crowing as soon as Dandy awakens in the global space.
Oh my God, yes.
That is the same bird that appears
Yes.
in Cowboy Bebop. I don't remember the guy's name, but it's like the
I
enemy
know.
of
Yeah,
of
I know.
Spike.
I know exactly who you're talking.
And I was
about.
like, the references, the birds, they're here. Also,
Yeah.
Birds.
Monkey Boy looks like Jet from Cowboy Bebop,
Yeah.
so
yeah, he does.
that's another one.
The one thing that like was super obvious to me was all the fucking Star Wars references, because there's a bunch of like even one of the eye catchers to go, I think, in from the commercial, like after the commercial, it was literally the Star Tours logo, but it said Space Dandy. Like it is literally Space Dandy, and I was like, that's it. And then they go down through the weapon as well, like the Death Star scene. Like there's so many fucking things in this episode that's just Star Wars.
And this is our Dandy guy in space.
There was a
our...
straight up drawing of Dandy with a lightsaber at one point too.
Guys, we're like, this is going to be the longest episode that we've recorded.
That's fine.
period.
If you guys enjoyed it, you enjoyed it. If you didn't, we'll go away. No, I'm kidding.
No, please like us.
Please stay. But let's right now let's just go over just the main characters, just so we're reminded of who they are. We have Space Dandy, obviously, the main character.
He's a dandy
dandy
guy
guy
in space.
in space.
Go on, next one.
We got QT. He's a dandy vacuum cleaner in space. Okay.
Go on,
We
next
got
one.
we got meow 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 or meow, and
He's a dandy.
He's probably
in
a
space.
cat in space. We have Scarlet, who is the dandy alien registrar girl in space.
In space.
We have Honey, who is the lovely boobies girl in
Boobies
space.
waitress in space.
We have Dr. Gel, Monkey Boy in space. We have Johnny. He's a
In
dandy
space.
Johnny guy in space. We have Prince. He's not that important, but he's a dandy
In
gay in
space.
space. Sorry.
There's also B, the double crosser in space, and then there's the narrator who's literally space.
Good
God, that
thing,
was
dude.
like I think since we talked enough about everyone, the only one that I think I kind of want to elaborate on a little bit more is Dr. Gel, just for like a hot second, because I know that there wasn't too many episodes that had him as the main focus. He's just a really good villain.
Yeah.
Like he's lovable, and you're always like, maybe I want him to win.
You'll get him next time.
You'll get him next time, sweetie. He's just a fun character to watch. He has his own like motivations. He's not
He's not just
really
trying to
purely
be evil.
Yeah,
like Frieza,
it's-
who's
he's
just
a
trying to be
scientist.
evil.
Dude, I love Fridge.
I just hope he doesn't get blown up in the next episode. Oh wait,
Oh wait, he does. Okay, I think that's it though.
that's about it. But
Are we
I
ready
feel
to
like
move
we're
on
forgetting
to
something.
Wait. Wait.
Are we forgetting something?
I know what
No, I
he's
don't-
doing. Let him give him a moment.
No,
I know what he's
it's-
doing.
No, it's a bit this time. Don't
No,
worry about it.
Okay.
I usually go with the flow with these things.
It's
but
not a bit. He's lying
I
to us.
think my flow o'clock tells me.
Hey,
What?
guys!
What is-
Welcome to the 12th edition of Who's the Best Grill,
Well,
the part of the podcast where each contestant puts forward their choice of best grill in the episode and duke it out for the title of Best Grill, baby.
but my free
Today,
meal. Wait,
Our contestants, once again, are Pino, Garb, and myself.
my ticket
Who
to
are
boobies.
each of you advocating for, baby?
Wait, I have to go to boobies. My card's gonna expire. Hold up.
Okay, bye.
Okay, I'm back. I was late.
So Garb, how about who's your
I'm
grill?
voting for Johnny because you took mine.
Pino, who are you?
I'm voting for. This is such a tough decision. gotta go for the booty, but they both have booties. Fine, I'll go for Honey. I'm sorry, Freckles.
There we go.
And the Chuckster.
And I am going for Scarlet because she's great. Okay, the song probably ended 20 minutes ago after Pino fucking left the podcast.
You know, I could just make
Sorry.
a longer version of it, right?
I could
No,
come
but
back
that-
earlier from the podcast in a different dimension.
But that's a bit.
Oh.
It's a good bit.
All right, so let's hear why you say Johnny's best girl.
Listen.
I'm listening.
He's got money.
Okay,
He's a
money,
fucking
check.
rock star.
Okay.
And he's a captain. Or whatever the fuck he is. I don't actually remember. I don't
He's
give a shit.
the commander in chief.
He's a badass. He kicks ass. He chews bubblegum. And then he kicks more ass.
He drop kicks.
Yeah.
Hey, ladies.
And he wasn't just a one-off character. Like some shitty Pine. You know.
God, that
comes
made me
back.
sad.
He comes back. And he's better than ever. I'm
How
sorry
dare
I
you.
shit on Pine. But in the world of Best Grill, no one is safe.
No one picked
No one is.
Adelaide.
Well, she's also like 10 years old.
This is why I want a season 3 for her to come back.
Yeah, I would, because I know this is where, like, getting into with Garb, this is your time, I know it, but Adelaide said that she wanted to be part of the Dandy crew.
Yeah, whenever she's old enough.
And Dandy said yes, and I'm like,
No girls
yes!
Yeah, I want that. I want that so bad because I love that episode so much.
But first she needs a pair of bazongas.
Lasagna?
That's the requirement.
Lasagnas?
Bazognas,
No,
that's what she
she-
needs.
Lasagna?
Yeah, that's true. Okay,
Dandy's
go.
like, you need to grow a big rack. Then I'll
Yeah.
let you join.
Yep, sorry,
Like, oh,
sorry,
Dandy.
Garb. Go back, your
As
turn.
for Johnny, he almost quit the band. What kind of leader does that?
Yeah, that's true.
Come on, he's trying to steal all of Dandy's glory during the performance. It doesn't sit well with me. And what's all this about waiting for the right song to hit you?
Hey, he's
How
an
many
artist.
days? They could have practiced, you know. They could have practiced. The stadium couldn't have exploded then. Mm-hmm.
He's an artist. That's what he does. He had to make a big opening.
you.
I just want to say that Johnny, if you look at him too long, your eyes hurt because he's so sparkly, and
You're
you
right.
always want to look at your best grill. So, why would you want to have a best grill that would blind you?
Well,
You're
he could always like take off his jacket, you know.
In fact,
No,
I
but
would
he can't.
encourage it.
Oh,
Okay. it's actually sewn onto his body.
Oh no,
touche.
it's in
Poor
the
guy.
lore.
Guys, write that down in the Space Dandy wiki, please.
He can't take off his jacket.
Dude, take off your pants and jacket.
Oh, no
Oh.
thanks.
Well, that was Johnny. He's an okay character, but not the best.
All right, but let me tell you about Honey. Okay. That wasn't necessary. She's just she's only a woman. Okay, she's a cloudy Nana woman.
Chuck is actually dying.
Chuck?
That wasn't me laughing, coughing. That was just me dying.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, then
Oh,
let
no.
me continue on with Honey.
Go for it.
In before Chuck coughs again. Honey. I'm just making sure. Hello?
I'm not gonna cough. You're
Okay. So Honey works at Boobies, right? The best restaurant in the world, obviously. You know? You know, I mean, their fries are probably the main attraction, maybe. I mean,
Dude, the fries are the best in the galaxy.
yeah, the burgers could you know, they could use some work, I guess. But Honey, she has all the qualities of best girl. She is smart. She is ethnic. You know, she has 2 ethnicities. You know, she's biracial, right? Okay, she's blonde. Okay, that's good too. Yeah. Okay.
She
She rides a motorcycle. She rides.
That's
You know,
true.
That's badass.
That's
okay?
pretty radical.
She likes wrestling. That's also badass. You know. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, she has her own cloud sometimes. Well, she had her own cloud, but you know, it's not
She
there
lost
anymore.
it.
She lost it. You know, it happens. You know, I lose stuff as well. But you know, she's great. No.
Okay. I know that I've been very much a proprietor of the tall blonde variety in this anime before.
And I was
Well, not this. Yeah, you could have picked Freckles, but I just think, even though Honey's great, I love Honey. She's a great character. You can't have her work at Boobies. She's your grill. Don't let no space dandy oogle on your grill. So obviously, you're not picking the right one because she's not staying loyal to you.
Yeah, but Dandy's old. Do you remember that episode? He's almost hitting his 30s. I think that's what he said.
He's in his 20s still.
Really? He's almost there. The big 3-0 is just around the corner.
The big Trace.
Come on.
I know it's Trenta. Don't worry about it.
Every time Dandy tries to make a move on Honey, it never works. Poor guy.
Well, Honey's like, Honey did say though, like, you meet like that, you meet a man like that like once in a lifetime.
Well, yeah,
like,
I mean, once in a lifetime, water flowing. I mean, come on, you can say your best friend's like a cool guy, you know, or like
Pino.
Yeah,
you're a cool guy.
Thanks, but I'm not gonna date you.
Aw.
See, that's how it works.
But that's the ship that everyone wants.
No, it's not.
Haven't you seen the Pino X Chuck fanfics?
No. The only ship I want is the Merry Go, dude.
If there ever is a fanfic of any of us, I will read the entire thing on its own video.
I will.
Pino.
I will.
Pino, I got that joke.
You
that was
got
a good
one. But yeah, that's Honey. Let's hear Scarlet. She's not that good.
Hey,
she's great.
Hey guys, Scarlet is the best developed character in this anime.
Amen.
No, it's
Meow's pretty good, but
I do like boobies.
Scarlet just is such an interesting character. She's, even though yes, she's the alien registration, and yes, she's usually very hostile because that's her job. She has to be that way.
Yeah.
But in episode 23, which I talked a lot about, you can see her as a character more passionate stuff. She has her own likes, she has her own dislikes. She can laugh, she can have a good time.
It's like whenever you see one of your coworkers outside of work and they're like a whole different person.
Yeah. She's wonderful, and she has glasses like glasses.
You're
and
just
she
saying
has,
that because she likes Chuck.
Yes.
Shit,
she likes
that's
me,
why
so...
you got Scarlet. All right,
Guys,
I don't hold
me.
any hostility towards you anymore.
No, but I still like Scarlet the most out of this anime as the best girl, because she's just like, although she very much hits that Garb quota of being a
bitch,
quote unquote bitch. Yeah, I wasn't gonna say that, but she still like has that like other side to her that makes her still a valuable person to like have in your life, and to have her as a best girl would just be fantastic. And also she looks like Jessie from Team Rocket.
Yes, she does. I noticed
Understandable, that. Yeah. But you're wrong!
Tell me why.
She's too mean and violent.
And her ex-boyfriend is crazy. Do you really want to deal with that?
Yeah, I love Dolph Lundgren.
But he's got a mecha robot, man. He's gonna blow you up.
He also has a restraining order.
Oh, you're right. Yeah,
this is true.
Restraining orders are meant to be broken. At least from Dolph's standpoint.
There's the quote. There it
is.
I haven't said a quote in years. And it's
what
my
do you mean?
first
I've
day.
been doing this God, I don't know. Scarlett's just such a fun character and such a good idea, and also she kicks ass.
I feel like if this were a different dimension, we'd all be able to choose Scarlet. But since this is Earth 2018, we have to choose individuals. But I'm proud of mine, even though I do agree Scarlet is the best developed.
Yes, I have to say Scarlet is indeed good.
Plus, she can kick ass.
Is the boy.
No, Honey.
Yeah,
Honey's very sweet.
Yeah, and then I just want to give a quick honorable mention to the narrator for
Rest
Best
in peace.
Grill.
Why,
Just
thank
because he was he's just great, and he has that lovely voice. I would just love to see what his body looked like before he became God.
He doesn't have a body.
No, before he became God.
Oh, that's true.
Okay.
Anyway,
I see.
since we are done with this segment,
What if? what if the main character from Cowboy Bebop is now the god? What if he had Pioneum?
God,
And he's the
if Spike was the fucking announcer narrator guy for fucking Space Dandy season 3,
Oh man,
that would be a fucking wild ride.
the continuity, my brain.
Yeah, and
But we never
You
talked
know-
about our ideal dates.
hey, we'll go for it then.
Okay, I'd also work at Boobies, but you know, that's about it.
Wait,
What?
I know you're gonna work at Boobies.
Well, I'm gonna make the food.
I see.
It's got to be
chef. I
subpar.
see. You'll have the whole
Make those
chef
fries.
waitress thing going on. I got
Yeah,
you.
exactly. And then
yeah.
and then I'd go to we go see SmackDown versus Raw, obviously.
Uh huh.
Then we go
Like
to some
after
lucha,
work, I got
yeah.
you.
Wait.
Watch some lucha libre.
Who's your favorite wrestler?
Rey Mysterio, bro.
That's a good one.
That's a
I
good
must
one.
admit.
Shout outs to my boy Eddie Guerrero, wherever you are.
Hell yeah.
You weren't expecting Pino to follow up with that.
No,
were you?
no, no. If there's one thing that I know about Pino and his origins,
Is that I'm
is that
Hispanic?
wrestling.
I chose the masked
Yes.
wrestler.
Yes. God. But Garb, how about you? Where'd you take?
We go to a concert, silly.
That's true.
That's an
Would you
easy
make
one.
out?
Yeah.
And he'd be the main.
Hell yeah.
He'd be on the main stage, dude. You'd be the fan.
I'll be screaming front row. I'll be there.
Johnny, take off your sweater. Oh wait, you can't.
Take off your pants and jacket.
Oh wait, they're all sewed on. Never mind.
I've made that joke twice now.
Yeah, I know.
It's the same
neither
fucking
times were
Blink
funny.
182 joke. Yeah.
I know.
Hello there. Are
I'd
you
take
the
s-
Johnny from my nightmares?
You.
God, I'd probably just take Scarlett to a good, nice, fancy dinner.
Yeah.
We would have a couple drinks, and then we'd go watch Chuck.
Go back to Planet Trendy, man.
Yeah, that's true.
Part 2, and then you know, try to explain to Dandy why Scarlett's hanging out with you.
It's because Chuck, I'm the movie star.
Oh,
Yeah,
Understood.
Space Dandy is a fan of Chuck, so he would understand. He wouldn't
Yeah,
be mad.
it's canon that I'm actually part of this universe.
I didn't know you were Chuck Norris.
Yes.
Yes.
no wonder
Well-
I can't seem to win.
Now that we've exhausted all of our energy on Best Grill, if you want to send us an email about whatever the fuck, we really don't care at this point.
Yeah. Send us a recipe.
Send us a recipe. We'll make it. I will record myself and post it on the channel of me making a recipe if you send in one.
Wait,
I
what?
promise. Yeah, send in a recipe.
And you'll make it.
Yes.
The FAP podcast will now only air on the Food Network.
Right here. Yeah.
We are very tired, but if you do want to send me a recipe or whatever the fuck you want to send us, you can find us at funkyanimePodcast@gmail.com. Once again, that is funkyanimePodcast@gmail.com. Or you can find us on Twitter. We're 3 A-Weebros, THREEAWEEBROS.
There's too many letters. I can't understand.
I
Write the
lost
word
track
3 out,
after you
and
said
then-
F.
There was no F.
I'll just Google Funky Anime Podcast instead.
Yeah.
I'll just
you
go
would-
back to the hardware gadget store.
Yeah, but that's about it, unless we want to talk about a little miscellaneous things.
No,
we got to
I'm
rate.
good.
No, let's go straight into the rating.
I do want to say one thing.
Okay.
Go ahead.
No.
The manga, I feel like I don't have any definite proof of this, but from what I've skimmed over and like done a little bit reading, I think the manga takes place before the anime because there is no meow on the Aloha Oe. And also, while on the topic of the Aloha Oe, fucking love Space Dandy and his stupid surfer stuff and all of his Hawaii things. It makes me so happy,
So good.
and it's great.
Phenomenal. Just stay dandy, boys. Let's go to the ratings. Who would like
going
to start?
first?
Garb, why not? You always go first.
Hey, I give it a solid. I'm gonna give it the same thing I gave the last show we watched. 4 out of 5
Wow.
because
That's
it is
pretty
good.
low.
You know what? I would maybe even give it.
That's pretty low, my man.
No, I would give it 4.5. I changed my mind.
Thank you.
It's
I was about
4.5.
to throw this table.
Because I reflected on how perfectly everything wrapped up, and yeah. 4.5.
Not bad. Not bad. All right.
Pino, what about you?
I'm gonna give this my completionist rating. No, I'm gonna give this. I'm gonna give Space Dandy. Yeah, I'm gonna give this a solid 4.8 out of 5.
Wow.
It's just, God, I could watch this. I could listen to this anytime, any day, anywhere.
I, very much like Pino, I actually give this anime a 4.9 out of 5.
Ooh.
Is that the highest one yet?
Chuck
Yes,
has
this-
rated the high. No, you gave Kenmo Friends 5.
No, I didn't.
He would
What?
never.
I would never.
I spit out my water
Kenmo?
with that reaction.
Yeah.
Your
I
own
felt
joke.
I was genuinely offended by you saying like, God, Space Dandy was such a fun thing.
It was
like,
a wild
this,
ride, boys.
This show I could watch over and over again. Like I'm gonna rewatch this in a couple of months. Like that's just gonna happen.
Yeah.
There's like 1 or 2 shows that I would rank higher than Dandy right now. Like Dandy is in the upper echelon of my anime right now.
Wow, that's an SAT word.
Yeah, I know, right? Look at me. I'm a fucking nerd. Point and laugh. And it's just all like, it's so good. I can't like,
The visuals, the music, everything.
the
the story.
I can't say enough on how much I love Space Dandy. Like, legitimately, what I say doesn't give it enough credit for what it does.
Give it a
And
try,
it's just-
guys. Give it a try.
And it's just fun.
I mean,
It's
if
just
you've
a
made it
fun
this far
show.
into this and you haven't seen it, just stop.
If you made
No.
it this far, stop. Also.
Yeah.
No, we're almost
regardless.
done with the podcast.
Oh,
so
never mind. Just keep on. A couple minutes.
we have like, if you look at the time, we probably only have like 2 minutes left.
Thanks, you too.
Well, guys, that was Space Dandy.
Yeah.
Even though I'm not hosting this episode, I'm doing the outro apparently.
sure, you can. I was gonna.
Pino,
but, you know.
go for it.
All right, this was Space Dandy. Even though I'm hosting the ending, anyways. I mean, it wasn't like started before.
No,
it
I'm sorry.
was a wild ride down a funky slide, my friends. But
Not another
hold up,
ride.
hold up. I'm sensing something. What is? I sense a huge power level coming our way. Garb, what are we doing next week?
Unreal.
What are we doing next week?
Dragon Ball Kai.
Oh no! I mean, oh yeah.
We're just watching the Saiyan saga.
So
just the
episodes
first
1
arc.
through 16, right?
Yes, 1 through
Cool.
16. I think I posted it in the
Yeah,
Discord.
that's what I remember.
Will they survive the Saiyan arc? Will they
the
be able
Funky
to
Anime
watch all
Podcast.
16 episodes?
Go even
Probably
further.
because they've done a
beyond.
trillion episodes and Super just ended. So
Will Goku be a good parent? Find
No.
out next time on the FAP podcast.
yeah. So Pino, where are we right now? Who are we?
All right. So the guy, God, I gotta find your names again. The blockhead who just left the room is now in the kitchen, still dancing and singing.
Ooh, yeah, I'm dancing in the kitchen. I'm making me some eggs. I'm making me some bacon. I'm gonna have a good time eating breakfast at 8. Oh,
Our
yeah.
bonehead has
Stop him.
finally woken up and is now just on Twitter, checking his tweets.
He's liking smut.
Oh no, not again!
Guys, follow me on Twitter.
Do not
Did you hear
follow-
me? Like, I unlocked my phone.
I heard the swipes.
I heard. I was like, oh, this is good. And the
Wow, I have
pinhead
Twitter open.
vacuuming everything else these two dirty boys left behind. Well, that's me.
dirty, dirty boys.
I'm your dirty boy, Pino.
No, just pick up your shirt, guys. That's all I meant. Okay. Look, there's syrup on this. Who puts syrup on their shirt?
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna go back to the
those-
coffee store.
Those are some big old titties.
This has been the FAP podcast. We hope you've had a cringy time.
Wait, you FAP podcast? That's like
Funky
ATM
Anime
machine.
podcast. You
There's
fucking
ATM
moron.
machine.
Huh?
That's why I said the FAP. Or FAPcast even. But never FAP podcast.
Never ever.
Only villains do this.
Stay dandy, baby.